Good morning. Today is Thursday, March 18th, and it's a special day because I get to talk about something very dear to my heart, and that is being a grandmother. Now, you know that my grandbabies do not call me grandma or granny as much as my kids tried to make that happen. I am actually a Nina. But the wonderful thing about being a Nina is you really do get to enjoy those little kids. When you hear people say there's nothing like being a grandparent, it is absolutely the truth. Mike and I have four. We have Olivia in Florida who rides horses competitively and is winning, hasn't been involved in it just super long and is like fearless. And it's amazing to watch her. We have Eli and Emma who live in Tulsa, who could not be more different than one another. Eli is very sensitive, intellectual, driven, and Emma just wants to twirl around and dance and create and make you laugh. And then we have Kylie, that many of you know. She is just like sunshine in a little package. Blunt and honest and full of insight and always inquisitive and asking questions. But every one of them are special and they're all so unique from one another, which is pretty amazing. But no matter how unique they are from one another, we're their people and they're our people. And I think that's the important thing about being a grandparent is that we get to be that extra layer of shelter around our kids and their children. That's what I always want to create with my grandbabies. I want to create that environment where they know I've got your back. I'm in your corner and we get together and we laugh and I don't have to get involved in all of the, well, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. I just get to create safe space for them and give them that sense of peace and acceptance and love, which is just a wonderful blessing that as grandparents get to impart. That's really kind of the sheltering heart of Jesus, right? Isaiah 4:6 says this, and there will be a shelter to give shade from the heat by day and a refuge and protection from the storm and the rain. And if that doesn't describe what a grandparent really is, I don't know what does. I had one of those. I had several really wonderful grandparents on all sides. But I want to talk today about my great-grandmother, Lydia. This is a picture of she and her husband, Oscar Klinkerman, on their wedding day. I stayed with her quite often as a little girl. And I can remember shelling peas with her in the kitchen or playing Wahoo and Canasta. And the thing it didn't matter what we did, there was always this sparkle in her eye. She was always just about to burst out laughing. She was such a joyful person to be around. And I can remember just the feeling of that, the feeling of how contagious that was. And that I was able to just laugh and play and just know that she was my people, that she had my back. And she just created so much fun whenever I would spend the night with her. But the one thing that I knew we were going to do, and it wasn't a question that was going to happen, is that we were going to read at night out of our daily bread. We were going to have our devotional. And, that just wasn't a drudgery for me. I wasn't one of those kids that was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I wanted to be with my mama, and I would snuggle up with her and we would read and she would let me read and we would talk about it and she would pray. And I will never forget those days. Another really great thing about her is she had 6 children. I can't even remember the count of grandchildren, and I was the first great grandchild. So she had to start at the top of the list of everybody and work her way down. But when she got to your name, boom, she knew it. Because you knew that you were special to her, whether she had to work through the list or not, you knew you were special to her. I've watched my own mother-in-law do the same thing with my children. And then I watched Kylie the other night, just laughing and cutting up with my parents and making them laugh. And I thought, wow, I don't know that I always valued what a blessing being a grandparent is or having grandparents the way that I see it now. But to be that extra layer of shelter in this world is a privilege and an honor. One thing that I don't know that I've ever said out loud is that I was actually saved on July 18th, 1995. And July 18th was Mama Lydia's birthday. So I have this picture of Jesus up there saying, "Hey, Lydia, today you want to bring her into the kingdom today, and it just being a gift for her, a gift of all of her answered prayers, because I know I wasn't the only one she prayed for. I know she prayed for all of us. And so if I can impart anything, and if I can encourage you to do anything as a grandparent, it would be to pray for those grandbabies and be that extra layer of shelter, not just present, but spiritually as well. And I know that God honors those things. So no matter if you're a Loompa, if you're a Nini, if you're a Sassy, if you're a Lolly, if you're a Nina, whatever your name might be, being a grandmother is a special calling in life that I don't want to take lightly. Have a wonderful day.